Hello, hello. Don't know why that wasn't working. I've just been waffling on to myself. Oh, Christ. The mic is working, it was just muted. It's the delay in the chat is just, oh, God, just see if it will say there's no sound. Should be sound now. Waffling on to my, there we go, it does work. Hello, 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 hello. How you doing? Right. Oh my God, very, very sorry about that. So today, if you're not already aware of what 13 is, it's a web game, a new Doctor Who web game. God, it's been years since one of these has come out, like a proper good one, addicting one. Basically an iteration of another famous online game where you basically have to pair things up, and basically it's very difficult. I've been playing it a lot over the last 2 weeks, but I've been elsewhere. So I'm now here at my main computer. We're going to play it. We're going to see how far we can get. We're going to try and do as best we can. So yeah, but I'll show you it in a minute. You'll get the gist of it. It's a very, very simple game, but very difficult. The furthest I've ever got is David Tennant, and that was very, very lucky. So I've got a little bit of a technique. Never got past Tennant though. So there's Smith, Capaldi, and obviously Geordie to win the game. Yes, thank you for spamming Doctor Who's bad now in the chat. In the words of Rassilon, thank you for your opinion. Highest I got is the 8th Doctor. I've missed lessons playing this game. That's probably not a good thing. Is there strategies for it? There's different, it depends. Like, I've had a strategy that I've played that works to an extent. I've never beaten it. I've only got up to Tennant. So that depends on what you consider to be a good technique or not. Is it a good technique if it works, or a good technique if you just get far and not finish it, you know? So yes, I'll be playing that today. It's gonna be terrible. I'm gonna hate this. So I'm gonna be playing that today. The standard stuff to talk about. Obviously, if you want to donate to the stream, super chat is an option, as is the donation link, which is in the first line of the description, I believe. You can check that out, link on there. Leave your own custom message as well as super chat. Obviously, you can do that as well, and all that sort of stuff. Very nice, very fun, very easy. So if you want to support the channel in sort of just a one-off kind of thing for the live stream, that would be very, very much appreciated. Something will appear on the stream, and I will show you that now if I can. 1 second. Basically, oh dear me, just log me out of this bloody thing. Yeah, test donation. Let's see if this works. Please work. There we go. So if you donate, a TARDIS appears on screen in the corner or somewhere. I'll just let that play out. It says John has donated £31. This is a test donation for £31. So there you. I'm going to turn it down on my end just so it's not echoing through the mic as well. But yeah, get the point. If you want to donate and you want to leave your own custom message, there is an opportunity to do that, either linked in the description or obviously using Super Chat. Oh, I think we'll just get into the game, shall we? Because there's not really much else to do and talk about. But obviously I'll be answering questions and all that sort of thing. I can see chat. So if you want to just ask a question, Q&A type thing, you can ask it. That the thing. I know that's my best score there on screen. That's because I've been playing this game on a different computer. I'm sure I will pass that very quickly on this. So if you haven't already seen what this is about, you basically use the arrow keys, you shift the doctors about, and that is it. So my strategy, now the keyboard might be a bit loud, so apologies for that, but I literally cannot do anything about it because it's a keyboard. It's a mechanical keyboard, unfortunately, which I should have thought of before buying, especially doing YouTube and stuff. Ainsley is vibing, nice fun, yeah. So basically my strategy, if you would call it that, is to keep the topmost doctor in the bottom left corner. Now, obviously you can see I've already messed that up. It's just a difficult one. So there I've got it back to normal again. It's a very weak strategy, but it does somewhat work to an extent. Yeah, what's going on in chat? 110 viewers, that's amazing. Thank you very much to all who've been jumping on. Appreciate it. We're going to basically just be doing this for the next like hour so or something like that. Thank you to Adevalon for subscribing to the channel. Very much appreciated. Obviously, yeah, if you're a new subscriber, you haven't already subscribed to the channel, why not jump on it? If you have, you know, if you subscribe for the first time on the stream, your name will appear on screen with a little master thing. So I know I'll be able to sort of thank you for that when it appears right in the middle of the screen. So yeah, it does have John Hurt, so technically it is 14, but it is a bit of an annoying game, and it's very strange to be playing it on a live stream. I'm so used to just sort of sitting in my own space and doing it, really, but here we go. Here we go. This is already torturous. So I've got the 7th Doctor already, that's good. Something, I suppose. So yeah, there is a strategy to it, and I think keeping the Doctor, well, the topmost Doctor in the bottom corner here, and then just sort of piling up slowly, is a technique that works, but you've just got to be very wary. The key is basically to be lucky and to be slow about what you're doing. Oh my god, guys, I can see 20k on the horizon. Yeah, we hope so. We're trying to hit 20k this year. Don't know if it'll be possible, obviously. Might be a bit of a big ask, but who knows, you know? Nothing is impossible, obviously. So, well, certain things are impossible, but, you know, not the kind of attitude I want, to be optimistic. There we go, Paul McGann. So, yeah, no, I'm hoping to reach 20k by the end of the year. Obviously, if you haven't already subscribed, thank you to Sheep, but not spelt like the normal way of sheep, I suppose. So thank you for subscribing to that. Yeah, so I mean, it's quite a sort of, it looks all right at the moment, but this is sort of like about a month of, well, not a month, a couple of weeks of just sitting playing this to learn an actual technique that does something other than just, you know, make you fail the game. It is rage-inducing, and already it's getting more and more difficult by the second. There's no Joel Martin. There's no timeless children doctors, which is a bit of a shame, admittedly. But, you know, is what it is what it is. I would have loved a Joel Martin one, but I don't think, because it's based off the Lee binding artwork for the Doctor Who TV website, and there's no Joel Martin artwork yet, so maybe that's something that can be fixed. John Hurt, there we go. On the first attempt, that's quite nice for the stream. Something positive. Didn't instantly fail, which is somewhat good, I guess. I'm being very positive about this because I'm just waiting to fail. I'm just waiting for it to fail any second. Because you can see I've already got Hartnell stuck at the bottom now, which is worrying. Intense gameplay. I forgot you were still a mod on this, Adam. Jesus, that's wow. Yeah, it's not the most thrilling of gameplays in the world, but it is tiring. It's a tiring game. It's an annoying game, but it's one that it's competitive. There's a competitive aspect to it, and you've got to, like, you know, you've got to really bloody try, and just because you one mess up and that's it. Let me see what's happening in chat. I'll probably read the chat when I sort of die. Well, I die, as in like lose. Oh, what's going on? What's going on? I'm just sort of slowly checking the chat as I'm playing. Never gotten past McGann. That's good. Okay, Jesus. To be honest with you, I do enjoy this more than Fortnite, and that isn't, I'm not even joking. I see, so I've messed up already because I've got Hartnell right at the bottom. And that ultimately is my bad. I've already got 2 Hartnells at the bottom now, so that's me being stupid. Hang on, 1 second. There's no time limit. It's just difficult. You have to get to the 13th Doctor, and realistically, obviously the more levels you get into it, the more difficult it gets, and the more frustrating and mind-numbingly annoying it gets. Because I think I've messed it up now. Oh no, I haven't messed it up now. I might have now though. Yeah, I've done there because I'm stuck. Oh. If we had a Doctor Who into Fortnite, would you report on it? I would probably mention it in a video jokingly. But like, I would never play it. It would never convince me to play Fortnite. And I think they have. Oh no, that was Roblox. They added Doctor Who stuff to Roblox. I think they added like a David Tennant skin or something. Something weird like that. What's going on? What's going on? Never got past Eccleston. I've only just got to Tennant on very, very lucky sort of terms. But as you can see there, I got stuck on her. Again, the mistake is I've kept Hartnell and Troughton at the bottom. Small ones. Because if you block off from the above, you're not going to get any new... Yeah. Bit crap in it. If I could promote a couple things, just while we've just finished a game there, link in the description to a podcast that I did really recently, which I would really love you to check out. If you don't watch it now, obviously I'm live streaming, so I wouldn't expect you to, but just click on it, Idiot's Guide to the Galaxy, click on it, put it in your watch later, check it out. I talk a lot about my personal YouTube experience. It was a lot, and it's more than I've ever talked about on my main channel, so I'd really, really love it if you at least check that out and supported it and all that sort of thing. But yeah, no, that's just something in the description below. Again, donations and all that sort of thing, chat, whatever. Are you a fan of any other franchises like Harry Potter or Star Wars? I'm a fan of Star Wars. I mean, Harry Potter I'm sort of hit and miss on. It's something that's gone, really, for me. I'm not, like, ever going to talk about Fantastic Beasts on the channel. I did throw together a poll asking people if they'd be interested in me doing Star Wars stuff, mainly about the Star Wars TV shows. Not as frequent as I do Doctor Who stuff, but talking on the channel occasionally if there's, like, a trailer for that, or talking about the episodes when they come out, you know, The Mandalorian, like the Obi-Wan series, like... I wouldn't mind talking about Star Wars every now and then, and a majority of you said, yeah, you'd like to see that. So we might try that sometime soon. Is it on a podcast service? No, it's literally on YouTube. So you can click on the link in the description below next to Idiot's Guide to the Galaxy. Stick it in your watch later, or put it in your favourites. Why not? Just whatever you do, check it out later. I really, really would appreciate that. But yeah, good stuff. Star Wars is cool. Okay, favourite Doctor Who, favourite Doctor costume, favourite Doctor costume. I really like the Joe Martin one, but obviously like the initial Tom Baker is classic. Patrick Troughton's good. McCoy's is brilliant. Capaldi's always a fashion god. Yeah, I saw there was a new Star Wars show announced today. I think it just didn't click with me because I'm still working my way through Clone Wars for the first time. I know what happens obviously because I've seen the films, but like I'm not too familiar with those characters yet, so I need to get into it a little bit more to sort of understand and be overly excited about whatever those characters may be. 143 people are watching. That's mad. Not many people watch the streams usually, so this is what I've been doing wrong, is I've not been playing enough silly little web games. Again, if you are new to the stream, you're new to the channel, all that sort of thing, please do subscribe. Your name will pop up on the screen. It'll be very nice. It's a bit like a Twitch stream, I guess, but not on Twitch. So yeah, if you feel free to do that, subscribe for the first time, you'll appear on screen. Same with a donation. If you leave a message, super chat, donation link in the description, either or, leave a message, your name, and that will also appear on screen, and I will read it out if it's a good question. I'll answer the question, all that sort of thing. But yeah, any donations, no matter how small they are, really, really, really appreciated, because it just really helps out the channel more than you could possibly think. It really, really does. If you could share a slushie with the Doctor, who would you pick, and what colour or flavour of slushie would you have? That is probably the weirdest question. Probably the weirdest question I've had yet, I would have thought. I don't know. I honestly don't know which. I don't know how to answer that. I didn't know where to begin with that. I'd have to have a few hours to think about that. When are you going to play the Eternity Clock? When I have it. I haven't got it. I have like PlayStation. Was it not a PlayStation exclusive? And I haven't got a PlayStation 3, and I haven't got a video recorder for a PlayStation 3. So there's two big striking errors there. And I am moving out very shortly for uni again. So I don't really want to be having any big expenditures. I am a fan of the MCU. Not an avid fan, as in like desperate to see Black Widow. Like I can wait. I'm not missing it for being off for a year. But I do enjoy the films. I watched Far From Home again the other day. That was very fun. I really enjoy that film. But yeah, no, I mean, there's not really much else to say. See, I've made a big mistake already. Oh, I've made two very big mistakes. I'm just going to spam it until I start again, because this is dreadful. I mean, maybe I could... Actually, I might be able to redeem myself. 1 second. This game. Just one mistake. That's it. That's it. That's the one mistake. And then you're done, basically. You can't... See what I mean about keeping the one doctor in the corner? And now I've really messed that up, you see, because I've got to try and match that. Oh, Yasmin's here. Hello, Yasmin. Do you think a companion should be killed? I think a companion should be killed and a companion should leave. Probably one Graham and one Ryan, but you can choose whatever version of that story you'd like to tell, because I don't mind either way. I genuinely don't mind either way. I'd happily see both of them die, if not... Well, I'd happily see both of them leave the TARDIS and not be in Series 13 as a main role. You know, I don't really like Ryan, so... But is it cruel to say that I'd like to see him die from a Dalek? It would be kind of cool to have a companion get killed by a Dalek, like a full-time companion. I don't know if that's ever happened. Correct me if I'm wrong. I know you will. I didn't have to say that. I know Doctor Who fans will correct me if I'm wrong. Speed run. It's not really a speed run. It's just trying to actually win it. Yeah. Okay. Right. But yeah, at the moment, I'm preparing to have a little bit of a break from YouTube. A tiny break, about a week, as I'll be moving in to uni again in about a couple of weeks or so. So I'm going to give myself a little bit of time to get settled in there. And then actually sort of revamp the channel a little bit. Maybe like a new profile picture. Not a new intro. I really like my intro as is. You know, I really like my profile picture as well, but you know, things can change, and spicing things up to make things look nicer. I'm all about that, as you probably know from the time of watching me on YouTube. Thank you so much to Dr. Marvel 3000 for just subscribing to the channel. If Graham dies with Ryan, I would like Ryan to die. Obviously, I've made that quite clear. But I'd like him to die and Graham to sort of show up as like a Wilf character for the next series, if you know what I mean. Like, I wouldn't mind seeing that angle where Graham... Because you know Bradley Walsh's schedule. Like, I like the character of Graham, so I would like to see more of Graham, but maybe not as a full-time companion role. Give Yaz a little bit of time to shine, because, let's be honest, she really needs it. There we go. I made the mistake again, though. You see what I've done already. I got a little bit too excited there, and now I've ruined it. Thank you to JimBob1708 for subscribing to the channel. Ah, there we go. That's something. Okay, it's not going terribly, it's just not going exactly to plan. Graham should be the Mickey Smith of Series 13. That's interesting. Who would you like the next Doctor to be? I honestly don't mind who the next Doctor is, as long as they are talented and do a good job of the role. It's more the writing and it's more the actual content of the show that I'm not concerned about, I guess, but like that I care about more than whoever plays the cat. God's sake, Hartnell. Hell. You see what I mean about this game just being just totally unnecessary? Like, dear me. Yeah, I'm trying to read the questions at the same time as playing the game, but that's not going to be what will happen, is it? Right, come on. Come on, let's at least, at the very least, try and get to, like, Eccleston. Yeah? Let's try and get to Eccleston. At least Eccleston. Thank you to a lot of new subscribers. Kill me now has just subscribed. Holy crap, man. Jesus. I was not expecting to be hit by that. Clearly someone enjoying the stream. And TARDIS Glitches for subscribing as well. Thank you to all the new subscribers. Let's get up there. I mean, we are... I mean, I don't know what we're at now. We're about... Are we... I can't even remember what subscribers we're at. 18,830 at the moment. want to try and get to 20k by the end of the year. There should be enough time to do that, but who knows, you know? Anything can happen. Anything can slow down, anything can speed up. So a lot of YouTubers have to try and remember these days is that it's, you know, it's great to have a sudden burst of new subscribers, but that will end eventually. And it did for me, it did very quickly. Because I took some time off after Series 12, which was a stupid idea. But you know, it's the game and you've got to be prepared to play it, and I, unfortunately, at that time in life, wasn't. What's going on in chat? I'm trying to balance the... Don't be spoiled. Is it... Sorry, is it spoiled for wanting to get to a subscriber milestone at the end of the year? Sorry. I didn't think it was spoiled, but sure, that's fine. I've really messed up here, haven't I? God. Yeah, I mean, we'll just keep subscribing. I'm going to play this for an hour. I'm going to play this for as long as I fancy, because it's a live stream, and I really, you know, it's either this or the Doctor Who Adventure games, and I know what you guys would rather prefer. Doctor Who The Adventure games, remember, of course, the time where I did a live stream and people actually were asking me to just stop because it was that dull. And it was a bad game. I don't even know why. Because I think it was the gunpowder plot is the one where it just went downhill. And I don't even remember it being that bad, but my God, like playing it again, it was something else. It really was. Let's have a look. Percy the Cat or Dalek Wreck. God, Dalek Wreck, that's a new one, isn't it? Jesus. I can't even believe that's an actual thing that people will believe. But then again, Doctor Who community, yeah, people will believe anything, won't they, really? Which is a shame, because they really, really shouldn't. Oh. I don't know what I'm doing here. The wrong thing, because I'm not really focusing. I see I messed up because it's like, oh Christ. So what's the news in London? Have you played Return to Earth? Is that the Wii game? Oh, I hate that. Oh, I really, really hate that. I know people are saying I could have joined two McCoys there. I really could have. The thing what I'm trying to do is, though, I'm trying to make McGann into a War Doctor because he's one off. Because then if I get that, then I can at least wipe that out, and then I can pair the McGanns together, the McCoys together, and get a head start on the next bit. It's just, it's never ending, this game. There we go. That's what I mean there. That's what I'm talking about. We got to Eccleston. Woo. On the second attempt, I think, as well. That's not bad. Not bad. Do I like VR games? I love VR games. I haven't played Edge of Time yet. I just haven't got round to it. I need to get onto I just need to get onto it. I just haven't had time, really. It's just been a bit hectic. I want to just scroll down because it's being a bit like when you get a certain score, it like jumps up and down and it really jolts the screen. It's so annoying. Return to Earth sucks. I remember playing it. I remember having the little sonic screwdriver like Wii remote. Awful. It's genuinely just bad. Oh no, come on. Just something. Give me some sort of luck game, please. Right. Okay. But again, that's not what I need. I don't need that. I need to get to the Hartnell at the bottom there, otherwise I'm basically screwed. And that's not going to happen, is it? Okay. Right, that's something. There we go. Right, at least we got to the Hartnell. That's my biggest worry sorted. Have you watched Ferris Bueller's Day Off? And if you have, what do you think of it? God, it's a great film, but it's been years since I've seen it. It's very, very hard to comment. it's a good film. It's so long since I've seen it. Couldn't give you a proper review. However, I am just a quick subtle plug. I didn't even expect to try and plug on a live stream. Never even talked about it on YouTube before. I have a Letterboxd account. You know what Letterboxd is? It's sort of like a thing where you review films. If I ever watch Ferris Bueller's Day Off again, you want to get my full thoughts in a proper review, it'll be on there. Letterboxd, I am Ace Creeper on Letterboxd, obviously all one word, capital A, capital C, or just George Sheard. I'm on there. Basically every film I watch, whether I've seen it before or anything like that, from like December, I think it was, I've reviewed on there. So yeah, no, it's just a sort of side thing. It's just because I'm never going to do like proper film reviews on YouTube, probably, because it would just be sort of not a waste of time. That's probably the wrong way of putting it, but like people aren't going to watch them as much as they watch like Doctor Who stuff, so it just seems a little bit redundant. So okay, here we go. Right, we got a Wardock and we got an Eccleston. This is hilarious. I can't believe there's this many people are watching it. But thank you very much if you are watching the live stream. Again, if you haven't already subscribed and you want to, if you're somehow enjoying this, but generally, I've got more Doctor Who content on the channel that's just out, like, not every day, obviously, but it is slowing down at the minute because of uni stuff. But again, throughout the end of this year, we've got some very exciting stuff very, very exciting stuff lined up. I've got 2 new audio drama projects on the way. I've got a big 12-hour charity live stream with a few special guests towards the end of the year. That's in planning stage. If you want to get involved with that, there are links on my Twitter, which is linked on screen, @AceGroup2. Check out my Twitter, and if you want to apply for the live stream or anything to do with it, sort of creatively, then please do let me know. There is a form on there you can fill out if you want to be part of it. Totally optional, of course, but if you want to help out and you want to be part of something, it's not going to be a guaranteed yes, you will absolutely be part of it if you, sign the form, but it's sort of like an indicator of who's interested and who's not and what people can bring to the table, because it's hard to get everyone's voices when, there's a lot of people. I mean, it's hard to get people's voices on a live stream anyway, in general, like now. So it's hard enough, like, when trying to find people who have got that talent but just aren't getting seen, and I want to try and support that. So if there's anyone out there with great ideas and who are creative in the Doctor Who community who want to help out with this charity event, then that form is available for me to sort of find people and maybe possibly collaborate with them for the Christmas event. That should be quite nice. So how's this going so far? Is Max a special guest? Max will be on the Christmas live stream, of course, because I'm living with him as of next year. As of a few weeks, actually. Not next year. This is slowly running out. My luck, I feel, is slowly but surely draining. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Look. Oh no, actually, that's not too bad. Oh, messed that up, didn't I? You've seen Elementary? I've never heard of Elementary. What is it about? This is not going well. If I do that, then I've got Hartnell stuck, haven't I? Okay, not the end of the world. Now it's the end of the world. Oh, we did all right. We got to Eccleston and Hurt, so we got a decent way through. We were almost about to get to, well, not almost about to get to Tennant, but sort of getting along those lines. Oh man, what's happening to chat? Let's see what's going on. Is the stream running all right? Does it look okay? There's 169 people watching this, which is actually mad. Thank you so much for checking this out. Appreciate it. How many times have you posted? Oh, I'm not even reading the chat, so I'm not even seeing what's going on. You could have saved it. Saved what? The game probably. But that's what I mean. It's like one little mistake and you've sort of ruined it. What's the highest you've ever gotten up to? I've got to Tennant before. I've got to Tennant and an Eccleston, I think. So quite decent, almost at Smith, but just not quite. Yeah, so thoughts on the Grime Doctor meme. The Grime Doctor meme is brilliant. 1 minute. Thank you very much to Bidgmo Bushler for subscribing. Sorry, I butchered that there. The Grime Doctor meme is very, very funny because it's taking the piss out of someone who is, well, it's taking the mick out of Phil Morris, who, if you don't know, is very, very open about the his dislike towards Modern Who, and not Modern Who in general, not just Whittaker era, but like 2005 onwards, he calls fan fiction. He was a very, very commendable man. He found some of the classic stories for Doctor Who, the ones that were missing. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have some of the stories we have today. Web of Fear in almost completion, part of that, you know, bar the one part that is still missing. There's a lot of elements and a lot of bits and bats of interest here and there, and he's a very commendable man, but he basically posted, he's just trying to stir up like an argument or hate or something. I wasn't really sure, because I had him muted. I'm blocked now, so it doesn't matter. I can't really see his stuff anyway. But he put a thing up basically of like a Doctor flowchart with all the Timeless Children ones on and going, is this canon? Do you all consider this canon? Basically just the whole Timeless Child argument again. However, he didn't upload the actual flowchart. He uploaded a sort of meme one, which had Big Nasty as like the Grime Doctor, just sort of in between like one of the Timeless Children Doctors. And it was just the fact that he shared that, and it was just funny, and people obviously used that as a platform, because lots of people complain about the Timeless Children, especially someone like Philip Morris with a sort of big name who put that on there with the whole Grime Doctor thing. Just having that meme thing, it was so easy to make a thing of it. And because we're all in lockdown and we're all bored, you know, I'm playing a live stream of an online Flash game, for God's sake. Yeah, we're all in lockdown, we're all bored. I think it was a very easy thing to take the mick out of. So, yeah. Oh, thank you very much to Sci-Fi Gamer for donating to the stream. Oof, good luck getting to Tenant. Yeah, I'm going to try my best. Don't know if it's going to happen. It's just, honestly, a lot of it is luck of the draw. Your thing should appear on screen in any second, hopefully. If not, I have just read it out and it is in the chat, so hopefully it appears on screen. It sometimes does get a bit delayed with the YouTube super chats. Oh, God, I don't want to drag my recording stuff into thing there. Let's cross my fingers. Oh, there we go. Got a TARDIS appearing. There we go. So I think I just donated £1.99 with the super chat. Thank you very, very much. Oof, good luck getting to Tenant, yes. Absolutely agree. Again, if you want to donate, super chat is an option. First link in the description. Both of them give you an option to write your own message, question, anything like that. It will appear on screen. I'll read it out, everything like that. So, yes, thank you very much. I don't like the Timeless Child. I get that. I know a lot of people don't like the Timeless Child, but at the same time, a lot of people do like the Timeless Child and do like Series 12 and do like Series 11. I think that's also perfectly fine. If you like or don't like something, that should be perfectly fine without getting attacked for it. But if you sit there and go like, and call people out and drag people into it and call names towards people directly involved with the show, especially when it's their job. It's not just, you know, Series 12 isn't just Whittaker and Chibnall and like the main cast. It's like there's so many people behind the scenes who are doing very, very hard work to make the show in their department the best they can get it. So yes, some people might not like it, and it's perfect to have valid criticism and all that sort of thing, but the whole politics debate and the whole like calling people out and saying people like, basically calling people names for not liking what they've produced, and that's perfectly fine. I don't like Mrs. Brown's Boys, but I don't attack Brendan Carroll about it on Twitter. There's a difference, you know? It's just, yeah, I don't get a lot of it. You know, I do get a lot of people why they don't like it. That's perfectly valid, but I just don't like people constantly. This sort of constant sort of flurry of like some people who think their opinion is law and will just sort of go, right, I don't like it and I'm going to tell you for the next few months. I mean, it's July. The episode has been out for over 3 months now, and people are still doing videos and live streams talking about why they don't like it. I'm like, yeah, we got this. Like, I talked about the Timeless Children, but I talked about it on the day when it came out, and then a few times after in like a series ranking or something like that. It's like, it just seems a bit unnecessary now, because now I'm playing now I'm playing a stream of a bloody Flash game, you know, like I could very easily sit and talk about the Timeless Children and talk about the things I didn't like and what it did to canon, but like, it's just easier to just go, yeah, it happened, it's done, whether you like it or not, that's fine. I personally enjoyed it. I think it was a solid episode, and I actually find the big changes that it did to canon interesting. It adds a whole new layer, and if it expands on that in the next series, I'm very excited to see where that's going to go. I always want to see more of the Doctor's childhood and Gallifrey culture and all that sort of thing. And although we're not seeing that directly, I think it's interesting that we're going to see this whole new aspect of the Doctor's life, potentially. Also, Joe Martin was brilliant. I still haven't finished Miracle Day. I've got one episode to watch still. I was going to do a reaction of it in like January, and I've forgotten and just held it off because I literally have no interest in it. So I will get back to it at some point, I promise. Maybe some sort of like special event or something, I will jump back on it. But yeah. Do you think Davros will be back at Christmas? I very, very much doubt that Davros will be back at Christmas. If the rumours that are already going around are to be believed, especially with the companion departure and a special someone being in it, I think Davros would be way too much. That's like an extra thing that would just, yeah. Yeah, let's get back on with another round of this game, and I'll answer some more questions after. Once again, if you want to donate, support the channel, anything like that, link in the description. Obviously, super chat as well. Again, also linked in the description is something called Idiot's Guide to the Galaxy. You might not know what that is. If you don't know what that is, I'd really appreciate you checking it out, because it's something that I and a couple of friends have worked very, very hard on. The thing that's linked in the description directly is a live stream that I did. Not a live stream, just that's a blatant lie. It is. Oh, I've messed that up already, haven't I? It is a podcast that I did. You know, basically talking about my experience on YouTube. There's a lot of things I've never really talked about before when it comes to YouTube, especially in regards to like mental health and the mentality of it all. A lot of people ask many questions about YouTube, going like, is it worth it? How do you get started? How do you grow a channel on YouTube? And I wanted to make a sort of big thing, like a big podcast thing, talking about my time on YouTube and basically answering as many of these questions as I possibly could. So if that sort of thing interests you and you're trying to get started on YouTube, or want to know what the sort of YouTube life is like behind the scenes and not just what you see on the live streams and stuff, then that would be a great place to start. And also it's supporting another one of my YouTube ventures out that I and a couple of friends are very, very passionate about making work and looking good. So please do check it out. It's Idiot's Guide to the Galaxy. It is linked in the description. I understand it is a podcast, so you might not be your cup of tea, but at least subscribe to it, because we do other videos on there as well, reacting to old videos, funny moments, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, even if you don't watch it now, putting it in your watch later, checking it out after the live stream would be very, very much appreciated. So yeah, again, linked in the description below. It takes like 30 seconds to click it, put it in your watch later. The amount of time I've been talking, you could have done it by now. It's literally that easy. So yeah, obviously totally optional, but it's free. It's more YouTube content. It's more stuff from me and people I'm involved with, showing more of my personality than I do on the main channel. So again, would really appreciate it, but obviously totally optional as always. But yeah, thank you to everyone who has already checked the channel out and supported it and watched either one or all of the videos that have been on there. Very, very much appreciate it. It's really meant a lot to see so many people come together and just support this new project I'm doing, because I know it's not something that everyone will be interested in, and I totally get that, and I totally understand that, which is why I'm even more appreciative of the sheer amount of people who are actually supporting it already. Love each and every single one of you, and I have just messed up yet again. Oh, that was a long thing. It's the only podcast that I listen to. Also, how is Ainsley? Still flopping behind. He's slowly falling backwards. It's just, yeah, it's a tragedy. He's the back that's holding him up is also made of cardboard, and it's sort of like falling on itself, and it's just sort of falling over. I doubt they're planning the 60th now. They'll probably be thinking about the 60th, but that's that. Yeah. Big Finish. I haven't listened to a massive amount of Big Finish, but I've listened to a lot of the free stuff, because there's a lot of free stuff on their website, and I want to check it out, see what I'm interested in. I haven't bought too many of the box sets yet, because they are pricey, they are expensive, and I can't deny that. So, you know, it is an expensive venture if you want to get into Big Finish. I did, however, get the Missy box set very recently with the Luminite, or whatever it's called. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but they're very interesting. I'm not going to spoil anything, but it's absolutely fantastic. If you're interested about the sort of canonicity and lore of Doctor Who, it adds a very interesting aspect, which I very, very much was interested in. That's all I'll say. I don't want to spoil anything. I don't want it to be, yeah, very good though. Thank you to Liam's Tropical Galaxy for subscribing. Really, really appreciate that. Whoever Animation's Awesome is, you're saying, listen, like, you've got to actually say something. Like, I'm going to read the chat if you say something. if you're going to just spam it with listen, 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 it just comes across as, it doesn't come across very well, let's just say that, and you'll just, yeah, very, very easy to press mute. Do you not even talk to your viewers? I'm talking to my viewers, yeah. Just stop spamming, just chill. Christ. Well, he's got the attention he wanted, so that's fine now. Hopefully he'll shut up. Yeah. My ears are really warm, I don't know why. There's a random comment. No, I can't read every message. Thank you very much for pointing that out. It is very difficult to read live stream messages anyway at the best of times. Never mind when you're actually like playing a game as well. What is this game? Oh, tormenting is what this game is. This game is called 13. It's on the Doctor Who TV website. You can go and play it now if you want. It's a very addicting little game. Basically, you have to stack the Doctors together, and you have to try and get to the 13th Doctor, and it is almost next to impossible. A lot of people have been playing it. A lot of people have been finding it very difficult. But that's just the way the game works. That's just what's happening. It's fascinating because it is a lot. Thank you to Eric Ramos for just subscribing. Again, thank you to all the new subscribers. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel for the very first time, you can do, and it will appear on screen. I don't know if it works. I don't think it works if you unsubscribe and resubscribe. I know that sounds like an excuse to not get you to unsubscribe and resubscribe loads, but I genuinely don't think it works. I just don't think it picks it up. Yes, thank you to all the new subscribers, and obviously thank you to the existing subscribers as well for supporting the content. But if you are new and you want to join in, that would be very much appreciated. Okay. Right. Oh, come on. Let's get a little bit further. Thank you to Axel Wetterbrand Polobeck, I believe. God, I'm sorry if I butchered that. Thank you again to Sci-Fi Gamer for donating £4.99. Thank you very, very much. Do you think there'll be a 60th anniversary special, or do you think the 50th was the only because it was half a century? No, there's been loads of anniversary specials for Doctor Who. You know, I think, was it the 25th or the 30th? I can't remember which one the Five Doctors was, but the Five Doctors was one of them, as was the Three Doctors. And you had, I believe Scream of the Schalke was released in 2003 as well, so that was sort of the 40th, and Doctor Who wasn't even on the air back then. And then obviously you have the 50th as well. So there's a lot of leaning into the idea that we'll probably get a 60th. I hope we will, and I think a lot of people will be unhappy if we don't get one. It's sort of Doctor Who's tradition to sort of do one every 10 years. Yeah, that's the same question. Thank you again for donating though. If you want to donate and ask your big question that I absolutely 100% will answer, Super Chat and the link in the description is obviously there, so you can check that out. But yeah, in terms of the 60th, I really, really do not have a clue. It might happen, it might not happen. Charby, thank you so much for donating, subscribing even. Christ. It's something I think will happen, but I don't think it'll be as big as the 50th, and I know because if Chibnall's still the showrunner then, which is likely, let's be fair, people will complain that it won't be as big, it's not as big as the 50th. You know, because it's Chibnall, people will complain. It's just, unfortunately, it's the way the cookie crumbles now when it comes to Doctor Who. So we just have to get used to it. That's just what happens now. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but it's just the community now. I think people like to be, you know, have strong opinions on things, and I think that's totally fine. It just depends on whether those opinions are genuinely harmful. If you're insulting people, then that's just crossing the line. But if you're just genuinely disliking something, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I like to be very fair with my opinions and stuff on YouTube because I know there's a lot of people who are out to get other people, and I'm not really in the right frame of mind. I've never really been in the right frame of mind to just sit and start and cause arguments and have conflicts with people. I just think it's totally unnecessary, and I'm sure a lot of you could agree with that. It shouldn't, it should not be as big as the 50th. I mean, the Timeless Child was like canon defining. Can you imagine if Chibnall did something like that for the 60th again? Like, oh my god. We don't want too many big things to happen because then it just becomes a gimmick. There's only so many big things that can happen with the Doctor's Law before it gets a bit tedious. Now, I don't mind, obviously, just don't do it too quickly within the short space of time. And they haven't. The last big canon change to the Doctor that they really did was giving him more lives in Time of the Doctor, which I don't think was breaking any laws of canon. The Gallifreyans just gave him more life, or as far as we know, he might have actually been able to live through more regenerations. Which would explain why he was able to give regeneration energy to sort of River when she was like dying as well. George, you just said how the cookie crumbles. I'm eating the cookie and it crumbles. Wow, that is some spectacular forces of nature at work right there. Jesus. Not doing too badly here. Could go wrong any second though. That's important to remember. Right. What's happening in the chat? Do you ship Helton with the absorber off? Jesus Christ. No. Absolutely. Well, I suppose it technically is, isn't it? Because the Absorbaloff did absorb Ursula, so the slab is technically the Absorbaloff, but... I don't accidentally scroll the page. It's when the score moves. Like, when the score, like, gets too big, it shifts from here to, like, there. So it actually shifts the page, which is really annoying, I'm aware. Jesus. Someone spamming legalized weed in the chat. Nice. Brilliant stuff. It's so random though. What the hell? Jesus. I mean, I'm all for political statements in Doctor Who, but that's something else. Oh man, that was funny. What's happening in the chat? Dalek invasion? I don't know. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm half reading the chat again because I'm just trying to play this game. See if I can get any further than I did before, which I might be able to. We are moderately close to our previous high score on this stream. Okay, not terrible. Thank you to Hux for subscribing. Oh, that was a bad decision. What did I do that for? Oh, didn't like that. Okay, not terrible, not terrible. We've got somewhat of a lead. Are you enjoying Classic Who so far? I am enjoying Classic Who so far. It's very of its time, so you have to adjust your vision. But yeah, it's a weird one. I'm still debating whether or not I need to continue reviewing it. I did upload my Ghostlight review. People, it's interactions that I'm interested in with Classic Who. Is some people seem to really enjoy the reviews and seeing my opinions on stuff. Some people just don't want to see it, and I totally get that. A lot of people come to me for Doctor Who news stuff and reviews when the episodes are going on, so I totally understand where a lot of people sort of disappear to when the show is off the air. I don't know. It's a weird one, but still, it's always good to have something that people wants. What am I talking about? I am working on a few things. If you want to know a few projects that I'm working on, if you're interested in that sort of thing, let me know. I'll talk through a few things if you have any questions with upcoming stuff. So again, I am planning to have a break from YouTube sometime soon. Or we've almost got the chain. We've almost got the Tennant chain. Thank you to Doctor Who is my favourite show for subscribing. That's a great name. Oh God, what else? Cyber Doctor 1918. Thank you for subscribing. So basically, I'm almost got a chain here. Right. Okay. So here's the chain. This is what I'm talking about when I say the chain. Pertwee down, Baker, Davison, Baker, McCoy, McGann, Hurt, Eccleston, and then we've got Tennant. There we go. That's what you love to see it. There we go. So we have got Tennant. Oh, it takes time though. It takes time, and I've never got past Tennant. So let's see how far we can get. Probably not past Tennant. I don't think we can do it, but we got a nice high score of about 20,000 there. The ideal subscriber count. Just wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Yeah, no. Let's see what's happening on chat. Just have a little bit of a break. Ooh. Who's spamming? Is someone spamming? Oh, my bad. Oh, guys, someone is spamming. My bad, honestly. The doctor just appears in chat and abducts people like Donna. Yeah. I find the first few doctors are quite easy to get past in the least sort of snobby way possible. They are. I feel that they're quite easy to get past, the first few. Like, I can get to McCoy with ease, but after that, it is honestly luck of the draw. I do genuinely believe this game is built on luck. I can't actually see their bit, other than basic tactics to get yourself a little bit ahead. There's no real proper rock solid tactics that I've seen that actually work, other than play slowly, which is just a general thing for these games, is just take your time and you will be rewarded. Hopefully. I did see the Doctor Who poops of Fear Her. They were very good. They were very well edited. Put the rest of us to shame. But that is Doctor Who poops' job, is to put everyone else to shame. Because they're very good at it. Very good at putting people to shame. And very good at poops as well. So, a win-win. It's not a bad thing either. That's not a criticism. Genuinely, their content is brilliant and I really enjoy watching it. Which is difficult to say. And it's not in a rude way about the Doctor Who community, but it's hard to be a Doctor Who creator and also actively watch other people's Doctor Who content, because you're always trying to work out what you can do better as a Doctor Who creator in your field. So you naturally take inspiration or feel a little bit competitive or this, that and the other, you know what I mean? And it's not a bad thing to be competitive. Being competitive is good. You've just got to balance that with, you know, making sure that it's not in a sort of, it's not ever in a spiteful way, but like, just make sure that you're doing it out of respect and good of your peers. But Doctor Who poop, genuinely top of the game with the Doctor Who poop scene, as you'd expect, because that is literally their channel name and they have been around a long, long time. But it's amazing to see them absolutely killing it with this stuff. And, you know, the fact that they don't rely on YouTube, they do a lot of stuff on Instagram and Twitter. Absolutely love it. It's just all positive stuff. It's not opinionated. It's not, and you know what, we need that at the moment. And I know a lot of my stuff is based on opinion and talking about the show in the current era and all that sort of thing. That's just because I'm not a very good editor like they are. It's hard to make those sort of Doctor Who poop type videos because, well, they're the best at it. They know what they're doing when it comes to it. And realistically, you can't beat the king. Well, unless you've got a big sword. But I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just waffling now. This is what happens when you leave me alone with these sorts of games. I just sort of waffle. The rumour for the 60th is that... Stop spamming the chat. Jesus. Time out. The rumour for the 60th anniversary is that it will be a remake of the Five Doctors shot with 13. That is so unlikely and so... First of all, there's no chance they've started planning for the 60th yet, to that extent where they'd actually have any idea what they're doing. Consider the 60th is a long while away. It's still a few years. I know in an ideal world we'd love to believe that people involved with Doctor Who get things planned years and years in advance and everyone has a clue what they're doing, but realistically they don't. They work series at a time. You can see that despite Gjemble saying that he doesn't read reviews or whatever, there's definitely hints to the fact in the series that there's a lot of things improved on, heavily so, some of which being directly the things that people criticised about Series 11, which was like we need more Yaz, we want more classic villains, we want a story arc, and we got all those things. Maybe not as much. You see, now I've ruined it. Now I've broken it. This is where the game will descend and I will lose because I literally cannot move. You don't want to go up. You never want to press the up one, the up key if you don't have to. And like, I'm at a point where I'm gonna have to, and I bet you it'll just the game will be a pain and go underneath Tennant. The best case scenario, the Hartnell will appear under Tom Baker. And then it gets worse as it goes along, but I bet it'll appear under Tennant. Oh, okay. Not the end of the world. It's still bad, but not the end of the world. Ah, oh, okay. Okay. Okay, we are still in the game. It's not going terrible. I mean, it's debatable. You see, the thing is, there's still a heart stuck at the bottom there, and that's my worry, is that he will just be stuck there. I literally can't do anything. Ah! There we go. This game is just, again, one step away from failing every single time, no matter how good it looks. That might be one of the best attempts that I've done yet. 26,000. Tenant and Hurt. With Tenant, Hurt and McGann. That's probably the best I've done yet, I think. I think I said about... I might have got Tenant with Eccleston, I honestly can't remember. That's really annoyed me. Oh. You can sort of see it coming as well from a few moves off. Let's talk to chat for a bit. Questions. Whether it's about the channel, whether it's about Doctor Who, my opinion on something, or whether you just want to know what kind of content I'm making next. Because I haven't really talked about that. So I thought that would be a nice thing to do if you want to hear about it. Did you like The Timeless Child? Because I didn't. I did like The Timeless Child. If you want to see my... Well, The Timeless Children. If you want to see my full review on The Timeless Children, it is on the channel. Don't spam the chat, though, because then you'll just get timed out. That's pointless. If I worded it out right, Matt Smith is beating the original 2048. So that's interesting, isn't it? Because that game was hard. That game was notoriously hard as well, and this has got 2 extra levels beyond that original game, which is mad. Yeah, please don't spam the chat, because there's a delay in the stream, so if I don't answer your question straight away, it doesn't mean that I haven't seen it. It might mean that I've answered it, but you won't see it for a few seconds, so just wait. People keep spamming, you'll just get timed out, and then you'll not be able to ask any more questions, and that's just pressing for everyone. Have you watched 5 Who fans? Yes, years ago. Long time since I've watched them, but yeah. They quit, didn't they? They stopped making Doctor Who videos, or they stopped making videos in general, I think. Which is understandable. They picked the right time for it as well, I think. Do you think the Master is tech tier? No, I don't think that. What is your vision for the end of the show? Oh, what do you mean, the end of Doctor Who? I don't know how I'd end it. I mean, if I were to end it now, you had to end it. It was adamant. The BBC were like, right, we're done with it. We have to end it. George, we need you to sort of write this final story. I would have Jodie regenerate. I'd have all the companions leave. I would have whatever current Doctor is. The way I'd end the show, if this is the bit, well, we'll see. I would have whoever it is regenerate into the curator, and that be the end of the show. Left open, obviously, because the curator does have some adventures, but whilst Tom Baker's still alive, or maybe if they want, even if it is a few years down the line and you wanted to sort of bridge up that incarnation, you could, because the curator is commonly sort of known as an incarnation of the Doctor, just a sort of one that just doesn't really do anything and just sort of sits about in his own TARDIS. So I would have whoever the Doctor is regenerate into the curator and leave it there. Maybe we'll get this glorious speech from Tom Baker, like a monologue, ending the show. But that could be it. And then the Doctor Who could be brought back in a few years' time and have some other Doctor pick up. But like they did with Eccleston, so bring a new Doctor into it and be like, oh, he's the next one along from the curator. It's an idea, but that's, if I had to end it now, that is how I'd end it. I'd give Tom Baker a big sum of money to come back, perform this beautiful monologue, and that'll be the end of the show for now. Leave it open. Because we know the curator is potentially a version of the Doctor. So it does somewhat make sense to do something like that if they were sort of done with the show and want to finish it off. They're not going to do that, and this is a scenario thing, like a what if. It's not happening. The BBC have no interest in closing the show, finishing it, or anything like that, to the best of my ability or knowledge. which is decent because there's BBC stuff happening all the time that you can see. Yeah. Oh, I got a Doctor Who related prop replica the other day. Would anyone like to see it? Because it is huge. It's ridiculously big. If you're on my Twitter, you might have already seen it. But my god, it is splendid. I love it. I do love it as well. It is fab. Again, just throwing out some stuff to do for the chat. If you want to see that, we could take a little bit of a break and I'll show you this prop thing. It is mad. But yeah, it's totally up to you guys. Whatever you want to see. It's a live stream that you guys get to watch. You get to dictate what happens. I don't mind. I'll do whatever. People say yes. See, I don't really know what. Okay, right. I'm going to take a little bit of a break then. As in, flip the camera over to the main camera. Oh, okay, so it's quite big, but I really, really love it. I got it on eBay, so I don't know if you can actually get this like anywhere else in the world, this specific version. You can probably already see what it is. But this is going to be great. Okay, so this is a Tomb of the Cyberman head replica. It's enormous. It's actually huge because I've got quite a big head anyway, and even next to it's massive. It does smell. It does smell. So I will put it on, but it is off. It is. This is insane. Yeah, so I got this on eBay. I've wanted to get like a Cyberman head prop for ages, but they're all really expensive. This is on eBay for about 150, so I thought I'm gonna just splash out and get it because it looks great. It does come with a back piece, which I wasn't wearing there, but like, there's no way of like securing this on. Like, it just sort of slots on, but very roughly, so I couldn't particularly like wear it yet. But it's definitely designed to be worn because it's sort of hollow. It is brilliant though. It is brilliant. It's yeah. So if I ever review Tomb of the Cybermen, you can guarantee this is making an appearance in the review. It's huge. I don't think it's really like reality sized, because you know, like the Cybermen are supposed to be like converted humans, and unless they like converted the Great Khalid, I don't know what human would have made this, but holy hell. It's massive. It's genuinely huge. Like, it is. Look at the size of my head and that's like right next to my head. It looks like it's leaning on me. It's like it's having a cry. Come on, bring it in, fella. Massive. But I don't know if the Cybermen. I believe they are supposed to be that big anyway. So in the head, it's slightly out of proportion, but like it looks fab on display. It really does. So when I move into uni in like the next few weeks, it'll be on my Doctor Who display, so I'll definitely be posting more photos. If you haven't already followed my Twitter, link in the description at AceCreep2 for more pictures of the thing on there. It's certainly something. It really it's mad. I know a lot of people are asking questions. I will answer questions when I've put the head down. I'm just sort of messing about and showing you this at the moment. I'm quite happy with it. It looks best from like a side angle like that when it's sort of looking off. From the front it looks weird. It looks too fat. And from the side it looks great. From the back it just looks horrible, like horrifying. Yeah, no, it's quite good. Like a sort of mesh thing there. Yeah, no, it's quite decent. It's quite a yeah. Yeah. It's not like a car, isn't it? It's heavy as well, actually. It's not metal, but it's It's either plastic or very, very well made papier-mâché, but it's very nicely made. Like, it's got weight to it. Feels almost real. Yeah, and something else that I did get the other day, which might interest you, is another little one of these B&M sets, which has been released early. Showing you on this stream now. I'll be reviewing this set in a couple of days for you guys. I've already filmed the review. But we've got the unit Claws of Axos set with the Brigadier, Captain Yates, and Sergeant Benton. So that's a nice little... You can't really see it properly because I've got the massive light on. Yeah. It's good stuff. It looks great. I'm very happy with that for display purposes anyway. Yeah, the new B&M range, before people ask, because I know people will ask, comes out on the 25th of July. I will definitely be picking up a couple more sets because, I mean, wow. The quality of this release is very good. I also want the Companions of the Fourth Doctor and the TARDIS, the War Games TARDIS. Thank you. So I love all your videos. My favourite is probably Complete History of the Doctor. Honestly, same. Complete History of the Doctor is one of my favourite videos that I've ever made. Closely followed probably by the Complete History of the Master, which obviously a lot of people didn't see. So if you haven't already seen that, very, very similar, if not basically the same video, but with the Master, covering a little bit more of a complex timeline. There's a lot more animations and stuff in there, so that's a bit more fun, in my opinion. But yeah, do check that out. Where does the name Ace Creeper come from? I could go into the story, or I could shout out something where I've already answered it. I talk about it on... Actually, I tell you what, I'm literally going to show you on the stream because I feel like it might be easier. I'm actually going to do this. I don't usually do this because it's a bit weird. This is the Idiot's Guide to the Galaxy channel. This is a channel that me and my mates have been doing. It's something we're really trying to get off the ground, really trying to showcase, really trying to hopefully like get you guys on board with. Obviously, totally optional to that sort of thing. There's a full podcast here, an hour and a half, where I talk about all questions answered for YouTube, how to grow on YouTube, where I got my name from, how I started, how I felt about the YouTube channel, doing it for 7 years. It's a big task, and you know, it's definitely had its ups and downs. So I wanted to talk about all of it, and I'd really, really love it if you did check this out, specifically this podcast, but obviously the channel in general as well. I've uploaded today with a sort of like stupid edit thing, but yeah, if this is sort of your cup of tea, you know, even if it isn't or whatever, please do go and give it a try. Go and check it out. You know, it's a bit more of me being natural. It talks about the channel. It talks about the history of the channel and all that sort of thing as well. So I'd really, really appreciate it if you go and check that out. That is actually linked in the description. But yeah, no. And Jack's wearing Drunk Lords merch as well. So that's a thing. Where is it? Oh, where is it? It's loading. He is wearing Drunk Lords merch, but it's taking ages to load because I am live streaming. That's fair enough. But yeah, we got reacting to old videos where you can see some exclusive old videos of mine that are actually privated now that you can't find anywhere else. We watched them on that video, so if you want to get little glimpses into what my channel was like 7 years ago, that is a way to go about it. It is very, very weird. And yeah, we've obviously done another podcast as well about uni life and all that sort of thing. The channel's only just starting, but we're really putting a lot of time, passion, energy into it. It will be on Spotify, hopefully, eventually. But, like, oh, someone's caught me out for being a Hamilton fan. Nice. We'll talk about that in a bit. If it's something we've put a lot of time and effort in and a lot of passion into. So I'd really appreciate it if you not only go and subscribe to the channel, try and get it up to 2,000. We're getting closer and closer. But also go and check out those recent videos and podcasts as well. Even the old videos reaction or the stupid one we uploaded today, like it's less than 20 minutes of your time to watch both of those. The podcast is obviously a bit longer, but if you do want to know about YouTube and my history with it, where I got the name from, all that sort of thing, that's the place to go. And I really, really hope you do watch it because we put a lot of effort into it and I talk a lot about my YouTube experience and all that sort of thing. So on screen now, Idiot's Guide to the Galaxy, please go and check it out. This is my big fat plug for the live stream to go and check this out, but specifically this podcast, which is linked in the description. Again, put a lot of time into it, a lot of effort into it, all that sort of thing. So we'd really, really appreciate if you check that out. We're going to answer a few more questions and then we're going to get back into 13 for a little bit more of that fun stuff. Will you ever do a Sarah Jane Adventures vid? Shall I show you something? Shall I show you? Yeah. So you know we do Last of the Drunk Lords, and you know I've done reactions to Torchwood. I've never done Sarah Jane Smith on the channel before, ever. until soon, which people might be excited about. I'm not doing reviews, but we are doing a reaction series with people I will be living with at uni. Me, Yasmin, Zara, and Max, who you've already met, Max from Idiot's Guide, but Yasmin and Zara you won't have met. We'll be watching Sarah Jane Adventures. I'm a Doctor Who fan who can barely remember Sarah Jane Adventures because I haven't watched it in years. Max has never seen, he's seen some Doctor Who and some Sarah Jane, but barely remembers any of it. And the girls, Yasmin and Zara, have seen Sarah Jane Adventures, but aren't too big fans of Doctor Who now. They just loved that as a kid. So a lot of different perspectives, a bit of a group reaction type thing, but it's a very exciting thing. I can give you a logo for it. I'm not going to show you the intro, which is done. I'm not going to show you the intro, but I will show you the logo for it. Because I want to give something. People have been asking about Sarah Jane Adventures stuff, and you know, it's something to talk about, innit? Let me see if I can find it though first. Canine's Company, yeah, Canine's Company. That's what it's called. A lot of people obviously a little bit of a hint there to the infamous spin-off show Canine and Company. But yeah, that is the logo. It's very basic, but it does come on a nice colourful background in the actual video. In the actual intro, that is. Yeah, so that's that. But it's a thing that we're doing. It's coming soon. Not like mega soon, because I need to actually move into the uni house first, have a break, revamp the channel a little bit, and then get back to it. But then obviously, yeah, that'll be a thing. A new series on the channel to look forward to, I suppose, if you're a fan of Sarah Jane Adventures, so you can stop asking now. Going back through, are you active on any Doctor Who forums, like Doctor Who's Toys.net or Gallifrey Brace? Really not. Really enjoyed the second podcast. The first one didn't quite click with me because I'm nowhere near university yet, but was still entertaining. The YouTube one was fantastic. Bravo. Thank you very much. We're trying to balance lots of different things. There's a lot of people who are going to uni, so we want to sort of reach out to that first. It was a good excuse to also talk about how we met and introduce Jack, who obviously you've seen through Drunk Lords, and Max, who you haven't seen before. It was a good way to introduce those properly. Those as in, you know, those people properly. The YouTube one was more of a thing for like people who are fans of this channel who might want to jump over to this and have a look at this new project. I wanted to answer loads of questions about my mental health throughout having this YouTube channel, which has been up and down through secondary school. There's bullying involved, but not bullying, but like there's jokes and jabs and all that sort of thing, and how to cope through that. Is it worth making a YouTube channel? The positives, the negatives, how to get bigger, how to get subscribers, all that sort of thing. I wanted to cover everything, so that was what that podcast was really about. So everyone who has watched it seems to have enjoyed it, and I really appreciate the positive response to it. I saw Tharies before. Hello, mate. Sorry I've been busy. Thought I'd pop on and say hi. Hi, Tharies. Sorry I missed your comment before. You might even be gone by now. You might not be. I don't know if you're still watching, but if you are, hi. Nice to have you here, man. It's binges dark fruits. I haven't had a dark fruits. It must be like 4 years or something. I hate it. It tastes so bad. It tastes so bad. Jack, do not back him up on that. It's not fair. Oh. Ken's company sounds like a dog food company. Yeah, that's true. It's true. But there's not very many good name suggestions for the series, and we want to kind of pick that up properly. So yeah, I quite like it. It's a reference to Canine and Company, but it's also, yeah, I don't know. There's a few little ideas I've got for it. The intro is quite nice. Petition to rename Ace Creeper to Ainsley and Company. Absolutely not. I keep getting to Eccleston and cocking it up. Oh, the game. Yeah, the game that we're supposed to be playing. We'll get back to that in a minute. Doctor Who lockdown restored a lot of positivity, reminder of the good old days. I totally agree. Still here. Hi, Tharies, man. How you doing? Oh. Hello, Ace Creeper. First time ever being on your live stream. Nice to have you here. Hope you're enjoying yourself. I don't know why you would be. I am very dull after about an hour, which is why live streams are usually no longer than about an hour and a half to 2 hours, because it's just starting to get boring. But I'm trying my best. Which is not something to say when you're planning a charity stream that's 12 hours long. Let's get back into the game. Ooh, behind the scenes stuff. Right. We're sort of in the middle of a match there. We got to McGann. Let's keep going. It's just a sort of trial and error with this. But yeah, keep asking questions. I will try and glance over occasionally and see if I can answer anything from the chat. It's just a bit of a difficult one when I'm trying to look at the game at the same time as well. Oh. Yeah, there is a bit of a delay. That's just the way YouTube works, unfortunately. And obviously with internet as well, it uses more internet, I believe, I might be totally wrong here. I'm just talking out my arse, but I believe it does take a little bit more internet speed to actually like stream in real time almost, or like close to real time as you can possibly get it. So I don't want to sort of waste that on that. I'd rather just have a smooth stream that's slightly delayed, if you know what I mean. Yeah, there we go. How is it so light over there? I don't know. I live in Newcastle. I don't know if that's anything to do with the way how light it is, but it is. Yeah, it's 8:30 now, so it'll be getting dark soon. What music you like? A mix of things. Genuinely a mix of things. I don't know. I don't really have a particular style of music. I like different things every day. Depends on what day. Depends on the mood. Depends on what's happening. Yeah. Depends on what's happening in life, I suppose. Did someone with what's Jesus? I don't know if Callum's. I don't know who Callum's calling a nerd, but I think someone with a football club title in their name really cannot talk. Joking, of course. If you like football, that's totally fine. I'm partial to a bit of football every now and then, just not religiously. And I do enjoy taking the piss. Yeah, I know I've got no position to sort of stand on when I like Doctor Who, but still. People are just having their own separate conversations now. Mixer was the best platform. Yeah, it was. Never used Mixer. It's mostly for like gaming and stuff. And my sentiment is like, I would use Twitch. I would use this, that, and the other. However, like to me, just all of it seems a bit pointless when I've got a following on YouTube. I don't want to start like a new thing to try and get a following on somewhere else, because I don't stream that often. You know, I'm sure there are other Doctor Who YouTubers who may or may not want to consider that, because it's definitely, you know, if you stream. Oh, I've messed that up horribly. I wasn't even thinking. Oh. Doctor Who bad because woman. Brilliant. Big up Facebook Gaming. Yeah, so if I just sort of spam to get in the corner here, you can actually like almost get up to. If you just sort of blasé about it, but not like you can luckily, if you just keep spamming the same stuff, or not always, but sometimes you can just get lucky and just like get to like McCoy, because I'm already at Baker here without really thinking about what I'm doing, what I'm pressing. McCoy. I doubt we'll get up to McGann, but I can try it. I'm being a bit more, yeah, so I'm now being slow, I'm being, just checking what I'm doing a bit more. So now I've sort of stopped, but you can get to McCoy easily, I think. At least, well, at least I think it's easy anyway. McGann onwards is difficult, I think. Not difficult, but like, then you need to start thinking about what you're doing in the game, opposed to just doing whatever you think works and just spamming. There is a tactic to, well, there's not a tactic to it. It is luck. So, but you've got to be careful and not do stuff like I've just done there, like be a total moron, because then you'll ruin it for yourself if you do that. I'm also trying to check the chat as well. Oh. You like the TV movie? Yeah, I quite like the TV movie. I say to punch Ainsley next time he leaves. If I punch Ainsley, he will fall over, because he's on his last legs already. I mean, he's supposed to be up straight, not like slowly falling backwards. And I need him. He's actually getting in a moving van in the next couple of weeks when I move back to London. So it's just, I don't want to risk it. I do not want to risk putting him through any more than he deserves, which admittedly is not much. No, we love Ainsley Harriott. The actual Ainsley Harriott. I wouldn't punch the actual Ainsley Harriott. I'm sure people are glad to know that I wouldn't punch the actual celebrity chef Ainsley Harriott. I'm sure people are very delighted to know that. I'll buy you a new one if you break it. Don't say that, because then I'll be tempted, and I don't want to break it and then you not get anything. You know what I mean? Because I do need this. This is like a uni thing. This isn't mine. This is a shared thing. There's a temptation. No, there is a temptation, admittedly. It's just a cardboard thing. It's a cardboard thing that also happens to be 40 quid, just FYI. Like, I don't want to break it. Yes, it's just a cardboard thing, but like, it's an expensive cardboard thing, really. I've spent more money on Ainsley than I have on like a toaster and kettle for the house that I'm moving into. It's mad. It is mad. It's not right, really. But, you know. Oh, hi Max, you alright? Max is here. Messed up again. Big Hartnell in the corner. Ruined my life. I'm coming to the end here, I think. Well, coming to the end of this turn, because I'm feeling I'm going to lose soon. No way I'm going to last much longer. Take a bullet for my car, we'll cut it. This is just tedious now. I'm trying to read the chat at the same time. Toaster and kettle unboxing on stream. Why, like, Yasmin and Max, why are you here now? I've just talked about K9's company. I've just done a big reveal. Oh, thank you to Sci-Fi Gamer for donating $2.99. Thanks for streaming. Vids are great. Good luck. Thank you very much. I don't know if that's you leaving now, but if it is you leaving, thank you very much for your donations, and thank you very much for joining into the live stream. If you want to donate yourself, you can. You can either do Super Chat, or you can do the first link in the description. You can type out your message. I don't know what the minimum amount is, but it's not very big. So if you want to jump on, every little helps, as the old woman said, and she pissed into the sea. So, that's fun. But yeah, it's an option. It'll be on screen. I'm sure the TARDIS will appear any second with the whole Super Chat thing. Yeah, there we go. It is a tiny, tiny little bit delayed. Why is the TARDIS behind the 13 thing? There we go. That should be there. There we go. So there we go. Thank you so much for donating again, Sci-Fi Gamer. Appreciate it. Means a lot. If I Super Chat a tenner, will you throw a controller at the wall? Well, if it's an Xbox controller, no. If it's another controller, then maybe. I'll throw my soundbar controller at the wall, because that's probably not going to break. We want a real-life Ainsley collab. Reach out to him on Twitter. Tell him. Because I would 100%, I'd love to do a podcast with Ainsley Harriott. Genuine one, like an actual one about his career. I, hand on heart, would like rip someone's hand off to do that. Genuinely, in a heartbeat. Ainsley Harriott, man, you can't not love Ainsley Harriott, because he's aware of the memes as well. So it's not like he's totally oblivious. And I am actually interested in his career, so I'd do that. I would do that if it doesn't break the tenner's wasted. Well, that's that, innit? Again, it's like, I would do all these stupid things if I wasn't, like, moving out in, like, a couple of weeks, because then I could actually have a little bit more, like, leniency on, I have messed up there, what am I doing? Oh my god. Idiot. That was ridiculous. I've totally messed up that. Oh, man. I'm trying to read the... Oh, Darius has donated £2 for super chat. Thank you very much. He said, "Did you enjoy season 26?" Obviously, I'm only halfway through my reviews. If you haven't already seen my reviews for Battlefield and Ghostlight, they are on the channel now. I'm planning on getting my Curse of Fenric review up either this or next week, and then the Survival the week after that. Overall, I enjoyed season 26. I think it's got more positives than negatives, I feel. It's definitely a strong season. It's definitely one that I enjoyed. As far as Classic Who goes, I genuinely really enjoyed it. Like, there's no sort of me... Like, I didn't have to sort of suspend my belief and go, yeah, well, it was made in this era, or this, that, and the other. Like, I was just like, yeah, this is just good Doctor Who, and I can't deny that. It is just good Doctor Who. That's always a good thing to be able to say when watching Doctor Who, is just actually being able to enjoy it and going, yeah, this is just some good of the show. I don't have to suspend my disbelief and go, well, it was made in this era, or all this sort of thing. I've messed this up. Have I? No, I haven't. I almost did, though. I might have done now. I'm really like, yeah, I just, there's literally only one move I could have done. Oh, there wasn't, and there's technically 2 moves I could have done, but still. See you later, Logstrom. Probably gone by now, but still, it's delay in the chat, and obviously I'm playing this game. Oh, do you think McGann is underrated? I don't think McGann is as rated as he probably deserves to be. Like, yes, he's underrated in the sense that some people just forget he exists because of the whole Big Finish thing, but in terms of on-screen content, there isn't too much. So yes, he's a great Doctor, but I'd say because he's so underrated, or was so underrated, a lot of people have started rating him very highly, almost like their favourite, or like above everything on TV, and I'm sort of like, yeah, he's good. He is good. He wouldn't be my personal favourite, personally, but yeah. I am not going to scream at the top of my lungs because we donated to... You can't... No. Ah, that's all you're getting. Ah. There's people in my house doing stuff, getting on with work. I'm not going to disturb them. I'm getting on with work. Thank you for donating the lounge lizard. I appreciate it. But if you want me to do something for a donation, you got to clarify it beforehand before you send the money, because there's no chance I'm screaming. Unless I do very badly in this annoying game, we'll see. Maybe that'll be rewarded in the next, like, half hour or so. And also thank you to Zach Heller for donating via Super Chat $4.99. Thank you very, very much. Would you like to see a series with only guest stars as companions? Who would you like to see? Only guest stars? What, like actual famous people being companions? I have no idea who I'd like to see. We've had like Matt Lucas, who's like a celebrity prior to Doctor Who, you know, Bradley Walsh. I won't be surprised if the next companion, like, we get another companion down the line who is like very well known or something. I don't know. There's a weird one. There's no one I particularly want to be like cast as a companion. Companions are a weird one. Like, it's just as long as they can do the role and the character's interesting, I'm happy. Snub one. Hi, Councillor Geeks, by the way. Just noticed that comment. Yes, I've also wasted too many hours of my life playing this game. And it has not been worth it. But it's something to do on a live stream, opposed to just sitting here talking. And it's been a while since I've done a live stream by myself. It must have been months since I've last done a live stream by myself. I think the last few was either with Jack or with Nell. So yeah, nice to do one by myself. I'm trying to answer that question for you. Who would I like to see as a companion? I don't know, who would make a good companion? I never really look at actors and go, you'd make a good companion. I would have loved to have seen, like, Chris Addison. Because, like, he was wasted in the show. And I love him in the thick of it. And he would probably make a decent companion, I think. I don't know, just... I don't know. There's companions was a weird Doctor. I can answer loads of Doctors that I would love to see people play the Doctor. I'd love to see Thandie Newton play the Doctor. I'd love to see Phoebe Waller-Bridge play the Doctor. I'd love. Well, I'm not gonna. I was gonna say Richard Ayoade, but I've gone off that idea now. Actually, basically, just as I thought it, I've gone off it. I thought, nah, actually, that's a bit of an outdated one. Nice to have you here, though, Council Geeks. Yeah. I'm gonna have a little bit of a break from this, just to chat for a minute. Advertise a few things because I've got a lot of stuff going on. We're gonna be doing a bit of a revamp of the channel in the next few weeks, so that should be quite fun. I am doing a charity live stream thing at the end of the year. Who I'm trying to get people involved. No, absolutely not. We're not spamming the chat. Absolutely not. No, we're not doing that. I'm doing a charity event at the end of the year, a 12-hour live stream with a few other little things as well. I'm trying to make it as big as possible, trying to make it a community-wide thing. So if that is something that, if you're creative, if you do art, if you do content, if you do voice acting, if you do audio stuff, if you do whatever the field that you're in, if you're creative and you like Doctor Who and you want to get involved with this charity event, there is a form that I can probably link in chat. It is on my Twitter as well if you want to see it. I'm pretty sure I've pinned it for people who are interested. But if not, then I'll put it in the chat if you want to just get it on here. But anyone who wants to sort of jump on there, support it, sign up. It's just a very quick form. It'll take about a minute or two of your life to jump on. But if you fancy joining the live stream, it's never 100% yes for signing the form, but it's just to gauge interest of people in the community who would actually be interested in joining in with that. So if that is your kind of thing, I've linked it in the chat. It's on my Twitter as well if you do miss it. Pinned tweet. So yeah, please do go and check that out. Obviously, the more the merrier on that form. I'm just sort of training through them, seeing the people that I'm going, oh, I could see that working. There's something I could do with that. I'm all for new ideas and stuff. I want to make this event very big and community-wide and something to be excited about for Who fans on the internet. You know, especially this year, the amount of stuff we've done. There's been a lot of positivity, and I'd like to continue with that positivity for this event. So yeah, if anyone wants to get involved, jump on, apply for it. You never know, you might actually end up on the stream itself. Who knows? But I'm more than happy to see anyone with creative passion and talent and all that sort of thing. Yeah, we're just trying to raise money and awareness for a very, very good cause. Bullying does not count as creativity. Positive, good vibe. It's literally for a mental health charity. So this is the worst thing you could have said. Is does bullying count? No, it doesn't. Oh, for God's sake, that's brilliant. Wow, that is it. That is a super chat. Thank you to Zach Hallett again for donating, but this time $9.99. Thank you very, very much. That really means a lot. Been watching you for about a year now. I just want to show a little support for one of the most fair Doctor Who YouTube channels. That really, really means a lot. I try and be balanced. I try and be fair. I try and throw out my opinion without pinning anyone else down and forcing them to agree with me. I really like just having this creative freedom just to do what I feel, talk about what I like, do whatever works. It's just, I'm really enjoying the channel at the moment, and I'm looking forward to doing a bit of a revamp in a couple of weeks when I move into uni. So big thank you. Stuff like that really does mean a lot, as well as the donation. That really means a lot. That is a hell of a lot, and it means so much. If again, guys, if you do want to donate and support the channel, however little, however big the donation may or may not be, you can always do that with super chat or the link in the description below. Which is sort of like, yeah, either way, you can put your name, you can put a message, it'll appear on the screen, just like this donation has. Once again, thank you so much, though. It really does mean a lot. It wows me. This community is honestly, you know, at the worst of times, the Doctor Who community can be like a bit of an awkward and not very nice place to be, but at the best of times, it can be one of the most loving and caring and fantastic to be a part of. So thank you so much for the donations today. Thank you so much for the support on the live stream. This is way more viewers than I ever thought we'd get on a live stream doing this little flash game. It means a lot. Oh yeah, Richard Lloyd did a stellar job on the Music of Who thing. He did a great job with that. Musical ability, anything. If you're interested in joining in with the live stream, you can check that out and fill in the form and sign up. You might not get onto it because obviously there's a lot of people who have filled in that form, and I want to try and not flood the live stream with like too many people. But if you've got something to share, if you've got something that could contribute, that you want to put forward and offer just in case, then I'm absolutely down to have a read of it, look into your stuff, and maybe consider it, you know? It's never 100% yes, and I can't guarantee that everyone who fills in a form, well, no, I mean, factually, not everyone who fills in a form will get a place on the event or the live stream or anything like that, but it's something to consider. If you want to get involved, that's the best way about it. I want to try and get the community involved, so that's the sort of the way I'm going about it. Some of you might remember, if you've been around with the channel since I've done Series 11 content, which is a hell of a long time ago now, you may remember you may remember I have already done a charity live stream like this before. I did it, yeah, I did it a few years ago, and that was very successful. Raised about 1,400 for Young Minds, and it was a very, very fun and brilliant event, and I was so grateful. So I'm looking forward to doing it again. Didn't get to do it last year, so looking forward yet again to this year to sort of hopefully pull that off and do a very similar thing. I'm sort of reading the chat now. If you could design a Cyberman, what would it look like? I don't know, maybe that's the sort of video I could do in the future, talking about like if I were to like actually design a Cyberman, what would I do? Not that I've got any sort of talent in any sort of visual editing software where I can get like, you know, like Photoshop, or, well, I can do Photoshop, but like Blender or anything like that I can't do, so, you know, if it would involve that, then maybe not, but something I could do maybe without that, then that's maybe not a terrible shout. Yeah, so I mean, this is a good stream so far. I'm really enjoying this. Just messing about on this. It is a bit tiring. It's not going to be a mega long stream like we sometimes do. But yeah, we'll keep going for a bit more. Doesn't really feel like we've been going for an hour and a half, but we have, so yeah. Has it really been 2 years since the last charity live stream? It will have been 2 years by the time we do this year's one, yeah. It was December 2018 that we did the last one, which again feels like ages ago. But I remember doing the Doctor in Distress thing with Dr. Who Poop at the end of the live stream. End of the day, and that was fun. That was genuinely really fun, and a big laugh and a big sort of hurrah. But I've got some very, very exciting things planned for this year's one, like really just top tier stuff, like raising the bar for myself at least. And I'm very proud of what ideas we've got going so far. There's some good stuff. There's some good, solid, strong stuff, and I'm very, very excited about doing this. Because if we pull it off and it works and it raises good money for charity, then I am going to be very, very happy. Very happy. Oh, I am still going. Fail Whale 34 is the best. He's brilliant. Yeah. Kahoot live stream. Yeah, that's an interesting one. That is an interesting one. May or may not be an idea that I've already noted down for the charity live stream. May or may not be. I'm not going to make any further comments than that. Yeah, it's an idea that I've definitely considered. Thank you for the donation, Doctor Who's Magical Entertainment, $3.99. Thank you very much. That really, really means a lot. David Morrissey's the 14th Doctor. Potentially. Isn't David Morrissey the one who played the Doctor in the next Doctor? That'd be an interesting take, wouldn't it, to have him as the actual next Doctor? Huh. I mean, maybe. I wouldn't be too against it. He's a good actor. Oh, no! No, I didn't click the right thing. Ace Creeper Discord 2, Electric Boogaloo. It'll be the 4th Discord now, I think. And I've already got a Discord, but it's Patreon exclusive. You have to be a patron to join the current Discord. Thank you very much for the donation there, Dr. Who's Magical Entertainment. Very, very much appreciated. I might talk to the chat for a little bit, see what else we can get going. But yeah, no, we've got the charity live stream at the end of the year. That's a big thing that I'm doing. Obviously, I've put the link for the form in the chat, but again, if you want to sort of apply for the live stream or to be on it or do anything with it or all that sort of thing, it's a very positive event. So if you're into Doctor Who, you're creative, all that sort of thing, you can check that out. It's definitely something to consider. So yeah, would very, very much appreciate any sort of people checking out or filling in the form, even if you don't get on the live stream or anything like that, just to have the interest of being involved with it really means a lot. And it gives more options, and it makes the live stream better to sort of narrow down those options and sort of work in what works best. So a lot of people have talked about Kahoot. Let's not talk about Kahoot. We've done I haven't done Kahoot. There's potentially an idea for like a big, I'll pitch an idea for the charity live stream, see what you think about it. My idea at the moment is to do a big Doctor Who Kahoot live stream thing, like on the thing itself. Oh, just realised the donation. Thank you so much to Darius for donating £2 there. I've registered interest in the charity live stream. Thank you very, very much, Darius. Appreciate that, man. The idea would be that's a big Doctor Who Kahoot quiz that we stream on the charity live stream for an hour, and the winner actually does get a prize, whether it be Doctor Who related or some Ace Creeper merch or something, I don't know, but like we will work out something, and you can be playing against hundreds of other people maybe. We could do a trial run of that before the charity live stream, see if that sort of thing might work. Like a big pub quiz night maybe. That'd be quite fun, wouldn't it? But I also want to kind of save it for the live stream. It's a nice interesting idea though. But if it's something I can adopt and play around with, then I'm very happy to jump onto that. Oh, the screen's bouncing around. Thank you very much for the donation again, Darius. Really appreciate that. It really means a lot. Again, it is baffling. I'm still not used to getting any donations on live streams. It is really weird, and I really do appreciate everyone who supports the channel, whether it be financially or just sharing, subscribing, liking, all that sort of thing. Everything helps, even if it's a like. Even if it's like a £1 donation, like, it does mean a lot, and it does help out the channel tremendously. So thank you all very, very much. Yeah, we'll not do any more. We'll not talk about the Kahoot stuff anymore, because that is something I will potentially be thinking about for the future, but not right now, because obviously you have to make the Kahoot quiz first. So that's not like something we can do right now. And also I'm playing this game really until I get tired of it. People seem to be enjoying this live stream. Are you enjoying me play this game on live stream? Because we might do this again before I move. Because I'm going to have, again, I know I've mentioned it, I'm going to have a little bit of a YouTube break in the coming weeks. So if you want to see me do this, it would save me doing like a big sort of proper video. So maybe I'll do another one of these live streams if you enjoy me playing this dumbass game. It's alright, it's not a terrible game, but it's aggravating. If you enjoy it, people have clicked onto it today, so, if it's up your alley, then maybe it's something to consider, presumably. So, yeah, we'll see, I think. We'll see. Could do a live stream on Idiot's Guide. That'd be quite fun. At some point down the line, obviously, not right away. Trying to read what's happening in the chat. People saying yes. Cancelled, not allowed break. I am allowed a break. I'm literally moving house. I'm moving across the country again. I had a 2-week break last time. I'll be having like a 1.5 week break this time, because I do want to get right back into content. And I won't have to try and make a good impression at uni as well this time, because I've already made several impressions, not just of Borat. So I won't have to do all that stuff again. It's not like freshers. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, we're not going to be streaming for too much longer today. I didn't want to make this a massively long... I've messed it up again. I didn't want to make this a massively long stream. I would think about a live stream on the Idiot's Guide, Jack, but like I don't know about before I go back to uni. Maybe after. Maybe that's something to talk about down the line. And we got maybe for 2,000 subs. Maybe for 2,000 subs, we should do a live stream for Idiot's Guide to the Galaxy. If you don't know what Idiot's Guide to the Galaxy is, links in the description, by the way. Go check it out, subscribe, check it out. The podcast, the recent upload today, reacting to old videos. There's some great stuff on there that me and my mates have been doing, so please go and check that out. Link in the description. In fact, I will even post it. I'll give you a little link, so it's even easier for you to go and check out. Just click the link, press subscribe, put notifications on. Bish bash bosh, you're sorted. I want to play Edge of Time as well, but I haven't got it yet, and I don't have the time to play it before I move out, because this room is a mess. You can't see the other side of this room, it's just boxes. I don't see, someone's making a comment about Richard Hammond being the 14th Doctor, and I'm just, shall I say it? Okay, yeah, but he might crash the TARDIS. Okay, I'm not gonna. Yeah, no. Let's move on from that moderately offensive comment about Richard Hammond crashing. If I was to write a Doctor Who short story, would you consider doing an audio version of it? That's an odd one. A lot of people say this a lot. Maybe not, because there's still ones I haven't adapted, and there's still ones I want to tell myself. If you don't already know, I've got 2 audio stories coming out very, very soon. Not very, very soon, but like soon enough. Things She Thought Whilst Falling, which is an audio story basically of an adaptation of the Chibnall short story. That was released on the BBC website, detailing what the 13th Doctor's mind was going on about from the fall from the TARDIS to the train. And the other one is a sort of news story by me called The Fall of the Master, talking about what happened to the Master between when we last see him from the elevator to how he gets to his TARDIS and regenerates. What's that all about? So yeah. Rebel Hoovian says, I'm starting uni later this year. Any tips? Well, 2 answers to that. 1, we've done a podcast about it on Idiot's Guide to the Galaxy, so go and check that out. We do talk about that a lot. It's a big topic of conversation. Just showing you on screen there. University, what to expect. It is in the title, so go and check that out. Idiot's Guide to the Galaxy. Proper answer. Any tips? Just be yourself. Find a group of people. Go out on the first night. You know, socialise, make friends. Well, not make friends instantly, but like, you know, see people, do stuff, get to know people, and just don't be a dick. I think is probably the best way I could, yeah. Yeah. Making audios myself. You're a great YouTuber, and I've been making my quarantine less boring. Thank you very much. I've been making my own quarantine less boring as well. I've literally just every bit of free time I've had, I've been putting into YouTube or something along those lines that's quite similar. So yeah. We'll play a little bit more of this. I'm not going to go on for too much longer because I kind of do want to finish up sometime soon. I didn't want it to be any more than 2 hours this live stream. I really appreciate the support though. So it is important to note that if you do want to donate to the stream, now would be the best time to do so before it gets too late. You don't want to donate just as I'm finishing the live stream and I end up missing it. That'd be the worst case scenario. So if you do want to support the channel financially, to have your message, your name on the live stream right next to me, get read out, all that sort of thing. If you've got a burning question that you want to be answered, that's the best way of going about it. And obviously every little bit, every little tip, every little donation, that's the word I was looking for, it really, really helps, no matter how small, no matter how big. It really massively helps the channel, more than you could possibly believe. So yeah, if you want to do that donation, link in the description or super chat, all the options are there. So thank you very much yet again for all those who have been supporting. I think we'll have one more game of this, then we'll talk to chat for a bit, then we will and then we'll probably wrap it up, I think. So yeah, if you want to donate, now's the time to do so, before it's too late. I always get a bit worried about that, because I always worry that, because I'd hate to be watching a live stream wanting to donate and then it only goes through just as the live stream's finishing and the person who I've donated doesn't see it, because I really appreciate people actually donating money to the channel. I want to make sure that I catch it and read stuff out, you know? It's the least I could do, really. Didn't Rowan Atkinson do Horrible Histories? I'm sure Doctor Who wouldn't be too out of his reach. Ooh, 1 second. A lot of people said Simon Pegg as the Doctor would be a good shout. That's very true. Are you going to do Big Finish reviews on the channel? Unlikely. I do Classic Who reviews, and those are getting like a decent amount of traction. I think Big Finish is a little bit more obscure and will get even less, so I don't want to kind of risk, because you know, when I start a series of something, I wouldn't just do a one-off Big Finish review. I'd want to do like, here's a series of Big Finish reviews that I can do over the span of like a month or something, or a couple of months, like I do with the Classic series. I'm doing like a full Classic season at a time. So it'll be quite difficult to do. Not difficult, but like it will be. It's not as compelling to do as the Classic series, which is already kind of losing its attraction a little bit for a few people, and I totally understand why. Ewan McGregor or Taron Egerton as the 14th Doctor, neither of them would play the Doctor. I guarantee it. Absolutely would love to see it. Never going to happen. Not me being pessimistic, it's just not. They're too big. They're too big names now. What's your opinion on people that ship Doctor Who characters? Let them be. Let them do what they want. If they want to ship something, that's fine. I personally don't. I don't like the Doctor being shipped with anyone, but if it's about anyone else or something like that, it's like, I get it in certain TV shows. Doctor Who I've never had that fascination for. Probably because I've watched it since I was a kid. I started watching it as a teenager. I'd probably get that a little bit more, I think. Or more of the appeal, and more of all this, that, and the other. Yeah. Maybe your Instagram or social media could be used to do written Big Finish reviews. That's not a bad idea. I could definitely consider it. I've talked a little bit about Big Finish on Twitter, so if you do want to follow me on that, obviously that's an option. Just trying to get a little bit further in this game, because this is the last one I'm going to be doing, I think. And then I will be going and finishing the live stream for today. Not a terrible live stream. I think it's been a very good success in terms of a live stream. A lot of people watching, which is great to see. A lot of people enjoying it, which is also great to see. So yeah, I mean, who knows? We might do more of these types of things in the future in terms of playing this this game, bloody game. I Torchwood monthly range is the best. Comes out in groups of 6 months. Maybe, I don't know. My friends hate Doctor Who and call me childish. Have you had that experiences? I've definitely had that experience before. Doctor Who is a strange show. It's an interesting thing is just don't live your life on something, you know? I don't live my life on Doctor Who. I talk about it on the internet because I enjoy talking about it on the internet. But, you know, watch other things. I will admit Doctor Who is not the best TV show I've ever seen in my life. But it's still enjoyable. But a lot of that's out of, I watched it as a kid and I've sort of grown up. A lot of it's not really nostalgia, but I'm still curious to see where the story goes. There's a continuation. It's not a reboot. It's not like a, you know, it's new teams, but it's a total continuation, and I absolutely love that. It's totally unique as a program, and I think it's something that, you know, people might take the mick out of now, but I think we'll appreciate more when they're older, going, Christ, that has gone on for a very long time, hasn't it? And for good reason. You know, it's got a passionate, supportive fan base, and that is not a bad thing. Wait, someone said that in year 6? What kind of school did you go to? Oh my god. I didn't even know what that was until I was like, what? In like, I don't know, year 10, year 9 maybe? Jesus. That's brutal. That's mad. Yeah, imagine if I did get 13 in this run. Probably not, but, you know. Playing this game for the first time this evening, I can't get beyond the 8th Doctor. It is difficult. It is honestly difficult. People will look at it and go, that looks easy, but Jesus, try it. It is more difficult than it looks. There's a reason people can't get past certain Doctors or certain points in the game. It's good. Keeps the brain busy, and it was a fantastic idea to make this during lockdown, because it keeps people entertained, keeps people doing something, talking about something that isn't overly negative regarding the show or debatable, or people can say that this game is challenging and a bit difficult, and connect over how difficult and ridiculously stupid this game can be, and how addictive it is. I think it's a great thing. I think it's been a blessing, especially during lockdown. But yeah, no, I mean, it's good stuff. We're going to finish up this round, and hopefully probably cut off the live stream there, because I think we've been going for quite a while now. It'd be nice to get a bit of rest, because I'm getting a bit tired as well. I know I'm tired doing live streams. It's not a good idea. I'd rather be at the best of my ability. Primary school. Jesus, that's mad. The reason I'm going so fast and still being able to stay alive towards this end of the game is because I've played it so much that I just have that like level of just like confidence where I'm like, yeah, that'll work, that'll work, that'll work. And I'm getting a bit tired, and I kind of want to just get it done. I want to just try and do something to the best of my ability and just be like, right, okay, there we go, sorted. Oh, blimey. Chris Barry and Red Dwarf, 14th Doctor. I wouldn't hate it. I genuinely wouldn't hate it. But Chris Barry's you know, he's not bad. He's definitely not a bad choice. It's just an odd choice, because he doesn't strike me as a Doctor Who-y type person at all. Out of everyone you could pick, like, he's probably the last that I go to for like Doctor Who, you know. Almost there. Oh, that's it. There we go. Messed it up. Damn. Right, okay. That is that then. Been playing this for 2 hours now, so I think that's definitely a fair point to cut it off. You know, never mind streaming, that's probably the longest I can handle the game. Thank you very much for... I've realised my live stream is very bright, and I've only just noticed that right at the end of the stream. I'll move that away just a bit. That's even worse. That's just dark. The white balance on this camera is not great. Thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate you sticking around for this long. A lot of viewers this time round, so if you haven't already, please do subscribe to the channel. We've got a lot of stuff coming up. I'm going to be reviewing the 1970s Claws of Axos B&M set, which is early access, and we're reviewing that in the next couple of days, so if you want to get a bit of an exclusive grab on that and see what that set's like, if you haven't already seen the other reviews that have been on YouTube, then please do subscribe for that, obviously. We've got some more classic reviews coming, and I've got a bit of a big channel revamp coming soon with a lot more exciting content and stuff down the line, so very exciting stuff. If you enjoyed this, obviously leave a like, comment below for more suggestions in the future, subscribe if you haven't already. We've got a Patreon page if you want to support the channel. It's a big, big bit of support. You get your name in the description. You get to see early access content before anyone else. You also get access to an exclusive Discord for patrons only. So really, really big thanks to everyone who's been supporting the Patreon over the last few months. Thank you to everyone who's donated during this live stream. Really means a lot. I'm very much looking forward to sort of continuing with this stuff and doing more in the future. But yeah, maybe we'll do another live stream at the end of this week, maybe end of next week. We'll see. I don't know. I'm still sort of up in the air about it at the moment, but definitely a possibility, because I haven't got too many ideas for content at the moment, and I'm starting to slow down towards this sort of uni move, and I've got a lot of stuff going on in real life that I'd rather get done and out of the way so then I can focus more on YouTube. So I feel like having a little bit of a break is going to be good for that. But yeah, we'll see. Keep watching, stay tuned, all that sort of stuff. And thank you so much for watching this live stream. I really enjoyed doing it, and I will see you next time. Thank you so much for